people do come over, Kai may get a little bit excited. This is something good for him to work on when there are people present. And of course, this is a good command when you just want Kai out from either being underfoot, or maybe you're just trying to read a book or something and he's all over you or whatever. You want him to just kind of have his own space, you know, be content over here and I'll be content over here. So, we'll be working on park it. And now it's going to be different at home because of course Kai has areas where, you know, he likes to sleep. If you have a nice bed for him, that would be a good park it area, or a designated rug or mat or something like that. We want to make sure that Kai parks it in the same area every single time we ask him to. Now you could say on your bed instead of park it, or go to sleep, or whatever you would like to use. We just like to use park it here because it's just catchy and the dogs seem to respond well to that. But of course, if you decide to use something else, feel free to let us know. We're more than happy to continue using whatever phrase you have chosen. All right, so this is a moving command. It's a staying command. It's a command that's a little more complicated than what dogs that have gone through just basic training may be used to. So, because it's a string of individual movements, individual commands, it may take a little while for Kai to fully understand. However, he knows sit, he knows down, he knows stay. So we'll be working with those basic commands, but like I said, we're stringing them all together. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to start a distance away. So if you have Kai's bed at home, this is a good a location for his park it or on your bed to be. However, if you do have another place, like I said, a mat or a rug or something, of course, feel free to use that, but make sure that he's parking it in the same place every single time. Okay, so since dogs take direction from people very, very well, meaning that we can point at something and, you know, Kai will sniff it or notice what we're pointing to. So we're going to utilize that and have our trusty leash here. And when you start off with the park it in the house, you're going to have to do the whole command with them, the whole shebang. So you're going to be walking over there, asking Kai to sit, lay down, and stay. Then you can give him some distance, not a whole lot in the beginning, maybe just like a foot or a couple of feet. And then we expect Kai to stay in that park it position. He can lay down. Maybe you can give him a Kong filled with peanut butter or something nice for him to chew on. And associate the park it place with being a very happy place, a positive place for him to be. So, like I said, Kai's going to follow direction with hands very well. So, when we ask Kai to park it, because he's food motivated, it might be a little bit easier to have your treat in your hand. Close your fist. Sure smells a lot like lamb, but it's hidden inside of my fist. So, we're going to ask Kai to park it. He's going to be smelling the treat. He's going to follow, park it. When he gets to the mat, one Mississippi, two Mississippi, and just a couple feet back. Good, park it. Good, park it, Kai. Okay. And that's the command. Now when, no. Good boy. Good. Good. Now when we have an excited Kai working on this, nope. When we have, there goes the bag of treats. We have an excited Kai working on a park it. The outcome will be a whole bunch of excitement and possibly frustration. So, having Kai, here we go, good boy. Having Kai run his little heart out, play with him, tire him out a little bit, and then work on park it. Of course, air conditioning definitely helps. It's cool in here. It's relaxing. There's not any distractions around. Kai is more or less focused on what we're going to be doing today. Good boy. All right, so let's start from the top here. We're going to go through that whole string of commands again in regards to the park it. so again, I have treat. It's going to be going in my hand, closing my fists. Can still point Kai to where we're going to be going. He knows that that food is in there. Wait. Okay, so we're going to be taking Kai right over to the mat, leading him to that area, asking him to park it. Eventually, we'll be able to stop at a certain point, and Kai will be able to... Good boy. Kai will be able to continue the park it, but of course, in the very beginning, because it's a complicated command, we need a little bit of time in order for him to fully understand the concept. So, if he doesn't do it in the beginning, don't be discouraged or anything like that. Definitely encourage him and reward him for even completing parts of it. But of course, if you expect Kai to wait, if you expect Kai to move, do try to release him prior to him moving. We always want to end on a positive note and make sure that our dogs can fully complete those commands. Okay, so we're ready and willing here. Okay, so while we do our pointing, we're going to ask Kai to park it. Park it. It's in a crouching lion position currently. Okay, we're not going to have him wait a long time. Good, park it. Good, park it. Okay, okay. Okay, one more time. Let's give it a go. Okay. Good boy. Wait. Park it. There we go. And even if even if Kai is partially on the mat, if he has half of his body on the mat or something like that, or his bed, wherever you may have him go, that's okay. We want to make sure that he is on the area for a little bit. And if it's just a paw, or good part, kids. Good part, kids. If it's just a paw or something like that, try to move Kai a little more onto the mat. We want his body to be on there. The whole thing doesn't have to be, but a portion of his body other than his paws or maybe his head or something. So aiming for eventually his whole body to fit into that area. Good boy. But if he just makes a quarter of his body on there, that's okay. Kai, Kai. Park it. Fly hunting right now. Okay. Park it. Park it. Miss the mark there. And work on increasing that duration in regards to the park it, making sure that we can have Kai good park it. Good park it. Okay. Making sure that we can have Kai in that area for a decent amount of time. What we're aiming for is perhaps if someone knocks on the door and comes over, you'll be able to ask Kai to park it. Of course, this is asking a lot of him because he is extremely excitable when he sees people, but making sure that we have a command that he'll be able to work on it constantly. We want to make sure that when he is released from his park it, he can go say hi. He needs to be in a calm state of mind. And this is also a really, really cute trick you can show people. Kai knows how to park it or go to his bed. Ready, Kai? Ready? Park it. Good. Okay, so I didn't really have to tell him to lay down. He's such a smart cookie. He did that basically on his own. Very good. Creating a little bit more distance here. Kai is still very concerned about the bug flying around. good. Let's try it again. Kai. Get his attention here. There we go. Ready? All right, he's extremely concerned about the fly here. Let's try this one more time here. Okay. Okay. Park it. Park it. Well, that took a little bit of time and he's still concerned about the bug flying around. He was excellent with laying down immediately though. Very, very good. Usually we still would have to tell the dogs to lay down at this point, but he is doing spectacular. Good park it. Good park it. Good park it. Okay. Okay. Good boy. All right. Well, Kai did a very, very good job with this. And just like I said, it's going to take a little bit of time for him to fully grasp the entire concept. However, when he does and he understands what he's supposed to be doing with the park-it, in regards to maybe you can stand off to the side and have him park it with you being, 5-6 feet away from that area, and also working on it when we have people around, making sure Kai is able to stay in that park-it position nicely, and then he can be released to interact with other people and dogs. He's in full-on hunting mode right now. This has been Nicole here with Kai. We've been doing a park-it introduction. He did fabulous, and can't wait to work with him again. We'll see you later. Bye. Hi.